Hello everyone and welcome back to the Sheep's Garden. I hope everyone is staying safe in these difficult times. We've come out of quarantine. I was able to go and open my store for a couple hours this week, but the emphasis is to keep being careful, wear masks, social distancing, and just because our official quarantine has been raised, we shouldn't be going out and doing a lot of stuff. We should still try and stay at home as much as we can. So I'm doing that. Anyway, last week I showed my new bullet journal and I thought I would just show how my October spreads are, even though they're definitely not as pretty as what you usually see on the internet. But I thought I would still give it a little shot. So here's my new gold book, and put some stickers and washi tape. Got my index started. Now here's my first page for October. Here it's spring, so October doesn't feel quite as autumny and as Halloween-y as it should. And this year, with Halloween kind of being a bit, I don't know if they're going to allow it this year, so I thought I didn't really go with a Halloween theme. So I decided to go with colors that kind of match the book, since this is the first thing you're going to see when I get open. So there's my October. Stuck those in. This is my month. I wanted lines I'd be able to write out things kind of a long way, so I just did the month. I've got a little calendar here so I can check on if I need to see things that way. And a little to-do list for the month if there's anything I don't know what day to do it on. Here I have my daily tarot readings. I also put the full moons, when we're going to have full moons. Pretty interesting. We have a full moon tonight on the 1st, and we have a full moon on the 31st, which is pretty kind of interesting that we have 2 full moons this month. Then I also did a lunch planner, which kind of looks like a calendar and actually starts next week, not this week. But I wanted enough space to be able to actually, write out some menus, things for lunch, because lunch is the main meal here. And then maybe some snacks and things for the evening. So, what I've learned so far. I've learned so far that my stamps don't seem to work that great. They're not too bad, but they don't really go with when I just write by hand. And I don't write by hand very nice. I don't mind that I did everything freehand, the lines, and not a ruler. That was okay. But the fountain pen I was using really smudged a lot. I have a lot of smudges, which I wasn't happy with. So I'm going to have to work on that. I love the washi tape. I love the effects of the washi tape. I thought that was really nice. So I definitely want to keep using those. Didn't like so much that this stuff, when I glued it in, made this page kind of stiff. And I don't know what's going to happen when I write on it. And you kind of do see the lines through. Even though they don't bleed through, you kind of see that. So again, if I fill this with lots of writing, I don't know how it's going to look. The other thing that I did, back here in my pockets, is I made these things. Now this is start with this one. These are little tags with some menus on them. Just little things for lunches. So that I can kind of, if I'm thinking, on Sunday when I'm ready to plan the week's menu, or if I do 2 weeks, I can kind of look through and get some ideas and inspiration. And if I think of some new menus, I can write them down. I have these kind of, for pastas, chicken, vegetable, ground meat. So I've got them as different categories. So I can kind of say, yeah, I've got some meat in the fridge, or I've got some vegetables I want to use, which menus would work best for that. And these are just kind of snacks and salads, or sides that could go with it. So I'm hoping that'll kind of help with organizing the lunches. So I've got that. And I also made this, which is just the key for the tarot cards, so that I don't have to write out the name of each tarot card. I saw this on the internet, and so I just put some tape on it. It's an old, from a calendar, I think. And so I've got the different symbols that I can put in the spaces, and it was today's for each day for the tarot cards. And these are my tarot cards. I made a bag for them, because they were just in the box, and I've only just started using them again. I bought these a couple of years ago, but I hadn't used them that much. So I made this bag just so that I could be easier to take them in and out. These are the Shadowscape tarot cards, which are really pretty, which I like. So I've got that. And then it just rolls up and folds. So I'm hoping that with all this, I'll be able to do it. Now, the next bit is the weekly or daily spread. And I don't know how to do that. I don't know whether to go and make a weekly spread for the week or whether to just go straight into the daily. I've been reading the bullet journal book, and I've been reading how the idea is to keep, leave as much space as you need as you go along. So if you only need a little bit, use a little bit, and then you keep going. So I don't know whether to just start writing the daily spreads here and not do a weekly spread, or whether to do the weekly spreads. The weekly spread will look prettier and is more like my traditional journals that I've used before, but I don't know whether using his method will be more practical in space, in the use of space. So I have to decide today what I'm going to do with that. So I will do that. So I hope everyone enjoyed my quick flip through of my October bullet journal, and we'll see how I go for next month, if I post or not. I see how everything gets, things I've learned, and whether I get better at it. So thanks for joining me. Ciao.